how to define art in its purest form, art can be characterized by cultural identity, its aesthetic intent, and its potential as a communication tool. But how do we seek its meaning and purpose in life? How can it reflect the life of an individual? This is Group 4, here to present the art eras of Impressionism, Post-Impressionism, and Fauvism. The rise of Impressionism began in the late 19th century, mainly in the country of France. Many individuals agree that the movement began in the 1860s and lasted into the 1880s. The exhibition by a group of painters known as the Anonymous Society of Painters, Sculptors, Engraver, and etc. in Paris in 1874, sometimes cited as a turning point in the history of Impressionism. Claude Monet was a prominent artist of the Impressionist movement and a French painter. Monet, a Parisian native, was passionate about painting from an early age. He is well known for using unconventional painting techniques, especially when it comes to his use of color, light, and free brushstrokes. One of his famous works is the Impression Sunrise that he made in the year 1872. This painting almost unintentionally would become the symbol of Impressionism. Impression Sunrise has a vivid color palette with swift brushstrokes. It depicts the color of real sunrise with the color matches of pink, orange, and blue. The brushstrokes are visible but subtle. Monet's hometown of Le Havre is shown in the piece at sunrise. It portrays the moody effects of the breaking dawn on the harbor ships and the ocean. Rather than providing a comprehensive picture, the painting encourages the viewer to feel the emotional and sensual qualities of the sunrise. The masterpiece entitled Water Lilies is also one of Monet's famous pieces made in the year 1897. It was also famous to be the painting that is bought by the Marquesas using the Philippines Public Fund. The use of colors in this work has the harmony of pink, green, blue, and purple. The pond reflects the skies as the water lilies float like they're floating in the clear skies. He also used light brushstrokes in this painting. This painting is part of Monet's exploration in art because he doesn't want to isolate his pieces in just one. Pierre-Auguste Renoir is a French painter. He is one of the members of the Impressionist movement like Monet. Renoir is renowned for his vibrant and sensual portrayals of people and landscapes, and his creations are still cherished for their beauty and coziness. Bal du Moulin de la Galette is one of his well-known pieces. It was created in 1876. It is inspired by a popular dance venue called Moulin de la Galette in Montmartre of Paris. Like in Monet's artworks, Renoir works also has this harmonization of vibrant colors, specifically warm tones, in his piece of film, to have the essence of a sunny day. This painting is chaotic at first glance, as a lot of things are happening. Renoir's skills at adding warmth and charm to everyday landscapes is also evident in this other artwork of him. In addition to being praised for its technical mastery, The Two Sisters is praised for its poignant depiction of a relaxed moment and encourages viewers to enjoy life's small joy.
Post-Impressionism is a predominant French art movement that developed between 1886 and 1905. This art style consists of evocative colors, has emotional symbolism, bold and flat forms separated by dark contours in the style of Cloisonnism. It also has distinctive brushstrokes with bright colors and outline edges, characterized by small, thin brushstrokes. Pointillism technique is also used in Post-Impressionism, a technique of painting in which small distinct dots of color are applied in patterns to form an image. It also uses vivid colors with thick applications of paint and real-life subject matter, but more inclined to emphasize geometric forms. It also uses unnatural and seemingly random colors. One of the most famous artists within this era is Vincent van Gogh. In his artwork Sunflowers in 1889, or tournesols as known in French, were meant to symbolize gratitude. Vincent thought that the triptych as a whole symbolizes gratitude. It is said that Sunflowers is a powerful painting. He used just 3 tints of yellow and nothing else, but still, Vincent van Gogh managed to achieve a glorious harmony of colors. Another one of his paintings is The Sower. He painted The Sower in 1888, and that time Van Gogh was working with Paul Gauguin. In this painting, Van Gogh used colors meant to express emotion and passion. He went with the greenish yellow of the sky and purple for the field. The sower symbolizes the eternal cycle of existence. Sowing brings forth new life.
Henri Matisse was a French visual artist known for his colors, served as the foundation for Henri Matisse' cosmopolitan, extravagant, large-scale paintings. He once wrote a soothing, calming influence one of the mind instead of a nice armchair. As it turned out, he embraced life-affirming motifs, making them unique by combining colors, lines, and forms to create a loose interpretation of a relationship between space and light. In 1906, Henri Matisse accomplished what is often considered his greatest folk painting, the Bonheur de Vivre, or Joy of Life. It is large-scale painting depicting an Arcadian landscape filled with brilliantly colored forests, meadows, sea, and sky, and polluted by nude figures both in duress and in motion. And the next one is Woman with a Hat. Woman with a Hat is a painting by Matisse's wife, Henri. This oil on canvas painting features with his wife, Amélie. It was painted in 1905 and displayed in the Salon d'Automne in the autumn of the same year, along with works by André Derain, Maurice de Vlaminck, and numerous other artists known as follows.
André Derain was born on June 10, 1880 in Château, France. Derain studied painting in Paris the academic career from 1988 to 1988. André Derain was born on June 10, 1880 in Château, France. Derain studied painting in Paris the academic career from 1898 to 1899, when he developed his early style in association with Maurice de Vlaminck, whom he met in 1900s, and with Henri Matisse, who had been Derain's fellow student in the academic career. Together with these two painters, Derain was one of the major exponents of Fauvism from 1905 to 1908. Like the other artists who worked in this style, he painted landscape and figure studies in brilliant, sometimes pure colors, and used broken brush strokes and a plosive line to define his spontaneous composition. One of his artwork is Charing Cross Bridge, London. This work is a typical Fauvist style which Derain developed alongside Henri Matisse, featuring vibrant and unblended colors. This scene was painted when Derain visited London and captured similar subject to those Monet had famously painted just a few years previously. Though Derain's color palette and perspective on the scene contrast sharply with the Impressionist master's work.
The late 19th century saw a shift in the art world with the arrival of the Impressionist era, which was led by artists such as Claude Monet and Pierre-Auguste Renoir. Impressionism evolved as a reaction to the rigidity of academic painting, and it is distinguished by its emphasis on portraying the transient effects of lighting and atmosphere. In addition to giving the movement its name, Monet's Impressionist sunrise perfectly embodied its philosophy of using vivid colors and strong brush strokes to capture transitory moments. Despite not being classified as an impressionist, Edward Manet still made a substantial impact on the movement, with pieces like Olympia and A Bar at the Folies Burger, which explored the intricacies of urban life and subverted social conventions. As Impressionism gave way to Post-Impressionism, creators like Vincent van Gogh developed the Impressionist movement by incorporating emotional meaning into their paintings and experimenting with strong color and brush strokes. The painting Sunflower and The Sower by Van Gogh are prime example of his capacity to elicit strong feeling via vibrant color and a dynamic composition. As Fauvism developed, painters such as Andre Derain and Henri Matisse continued to push the limits of form and color. Matisse's vivid large-scale paintings and Derain's mountain at Collier are two examples of the aggressive brushwork and audacious, unashamed use of colors that defined the Fauvist movement. In summary, the Impressionist era challenged conventional ideas of art and cleared the way for movements like Fauvism and Post-Impressionism. It also opened the door for creative exploration and invention. Artists from these trends continue to excite and enthrall audiences with their daring use of color, light, and form, making a lasting impression on art history.